Happy 4th from my garden. We're talking about the 250th anniversary of our country. I'm just going to stick to the last decade in Oakland. And during this last decade, in the same time when Trump was elected, we also passed a strong renter protection law, which doesn't seem to work very well because most renters don't even know they have any rights. And our group, Oakland Report Empower Oakland, same group, is mostly real estate landlords, and with the money from the tech bros who think they should run the country and no one else knows things as well as they do because they're so rich. And then we passed a Measure LL, which was the strongest civilian independent oversight of police in the country. At the time, we still had one of the worst police departments in the country. We have a much better police department now, and we have a little better situation for renters. But most renters don't even know they have protection, so it doesn't mean very much. If someone says, "Get out of here, we want to raise the rent on you," or "We're selling the place, so we have to move," neither of which is something they can do, most people will just get up and leave, often ending up on the street. So this is a big problem. And we have this group, as we said, Empower, that's now financing people to run to make things worse for people who have been not protected by the police but abused by the police, and people who have been abused by our landlord system, in which corporations still control most of the market. I read today that Aisha Wahab, who's a state senator, soon to be congresswoman, I hope, had tried to get a bill passed in the state legislature to give people 2 weeks before eviction proceedings would start if they couldn't pay the rent, instead of 3 days. So if they had a terrible emergency, they had a few extra days to pull some money together and keep from being thrown out onto the street. The legislature wouldn't pass it. So here we are, California, mostly run by corporate mod Dems, soon to be governor, corporate mod Dem par excellence. And we can't even keep people from being kicked out on the streets with a 2-week grace period. Whereas our president gets a lifetime grace period for the worst kinds of crimes. We need a bigger bench here in Oakland, folks. We need more of you, younger people who really have lived through this and who understand what they're up against, to run for offices and not to be controlled by Empower Oakland. Our old friends and comrades are now with Empower Oakland, and it's a dangerous group. Please do not support it in any way. Happy 4th.